kind of like the logic I'm getting. It's kind of like when the rappers, they talk about anything, but at the award show, they'd be like, God, you did this for me.
Yeah.
And I think they're really convinced that
it is God.
Gotta be.
I think it's God. Yeah, but it's not. Yeah.
Okay. Continue. So at this point, now you're indebted to this person.
Yeah, forever. I'm like, you saved my life. You changed. At this point, I am convinced that the Lord had called me because when I was a child, I was having dreams about, me going to a place. And I remember seeing the backyard with pool, and it was like gators. And so I was singing to that place with gators, and I was scared, like, no. And every few years, that the memory of that dream will come back to me. And I came to America for school, and they said, Florida, the gator state. I was like, what? And I came to Florida, and I seen the iguanas the first time ever. And I was like, this is the place. This is where God was going to send me to. So at this point, I know this is before I had a church. This is before church. This is like way, way before. I'm like, this is the place. I don't know how it's going to happen, but this is the place. And then I got a friend of mine called me and gave me a word and said, I see you going to this place. It's called Florida. He's an African guy. And I knew. And I'm at the beginning where I'm like, I'm going to start a fellowship in Florida. This is before COVID. Yeah. Around that period. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to start this fellowship. And I felt like my ministry was spared from shame.
Because God already showed you the vision and you thought this will end the vision.
Yeah.
So if anything will spare this vision, it has to be God because God already showed you the vision.
Yes.
And if anything came to intervene with that, then it couldn't be God.
Couldn't be God.
God had to deal with this.
You see, what happens with deception is that you remove your accountability. It removes your accountability. It removes true repentance. You no longer see your role in the sin. You blame everybody else for your sin. And even when God shows mercy, because, I believe that sometimes mercy looks like consequences. So when God shows mercy, we're like, that cannot be God's mercy. You begin to see God move and you think that's the enemy. You think that's the devil. There's a perversion in the move of God in your life. When God speaks to you, if it doesn't gratify your person, if it didn't gratify me, it couldn't have been God. Why would God want that for me?
Oh my gosh. Bro. Okay. There's so many directions that I need to go. And there's a lot of this stuff that we're going to talk about is in the book that you have written.